All right, so to my fellow content agency owners out there who have yet to hit 10K a month, I want to share with you the two things that made the biggest difference in my ability to get clients consistently. Before I understood this, I was struggling to get clients. I did every single outreach method you could think of. Barely was getting any meetings, embarrassing meetings, just not fun at all. Now, after this, felt like I was doing client outreach or client acquisition on easy mode, at least compared to where I was before, right? You can always improve though. So my name is Akash Kunver. I have a content agency doing around 17K a month right now. If you want proof, if you don't believe me, I've been documenting my journey here on YouTube for many years now. Honestly, it's been way too long. So 17K a month is it's not that impressive if you consider how long I've been doing this for. But I'm going to continue documenting how I'm going to get past this plateau. Anyways, let's get to this video, right? So two things, okay? And the two things are stealing and trust. Sounds kind of weird, right? But understanding these two things really made it possible to get clients on easy mode and get me to 10K a month, 17K a month right now. I have confident client flow right now. Before it was unpredictable client flow. Like maybe I would get a client after sending, I don't know how many cold outreach I was sending, man. But it was not fun. It was excruciating. And also as a beginner, you all know it's the fact that it's unpredictable and you don't have confidence in your ability to get clients just makes everything way more stressful. So hopefully after you read this, after I analyze and dissect everything that I have here with very, very scientific illustrations, as you can see, hopefully it'll help you get these clients and start making some money, because every single business needs help with content. All right, there's plenty of clients for all of the beginners out there, all of the people who want to hit 10K a month. Like there's more than enough business for everyone. And if you're like, oh, it's saturated, it's really not. It's saturated with people that suck. So if you want to work a little bit harder and work a little bit smarter than the rest of the people, it's going to be a lot easier for you to succeed. So I'm going to start with stealing, okay? Stealing is really important, okay? Artists steal, businesses steal. I mean, let's think about Apple versus Samsung, Coca-Cola versus Pepsi, right? When you think about those companies, Apple and Samsung are way different, but they've been in lawsuits together where they're like, hey, this person stole my technology for this person stole my technology for that, they stole my user interface, they stole this feature, that feature, whatever. Now the thing is, we're not literally stealing here. All right, we're not going to do, I know in corporate world, there's like corporate espionage, right? They're actually trying to legitimately steal and get away with it in some instances. That's not what we're doing here, okay? Instead, what we're going to be stealing is, and how we're going to be stealing, is going to be through market research, which is understanding the demand and understanding what are successful people doing, okay? Successful people meaning like the content creators in that niche. How are they script writing? How are they doing the content trends? How are they doing their editing styles? And for the successful agencies out there, successful people that are getting clients consistently, how are they doing the outreach methods? Like what outreach methods are they doing? And don't worry, I'm gonna show you this later in this presentation, this whiteboard video. Let me just move this so that the blue thing isn't in the way. Okay, so this is the number one thing I have to say, don't steal someone's portfolio. That's crazy. Like, if you're stealing someone's portfolio, bro, you're in the wrong business. And good luck succeeding. Because clients can sniff out the BS, all right? If you steal someone's portfolio, I don't even know what to... Like, that's like saying you're 6 feet tall or 7 feet tall or whatever, right? On Tinder. And then the girl meets you and she's like, bro, you're like barely 5 feet. Ain't nothing wrong with being a little short, but it's just not true. They're going to sniff out the BS. Same thing with the clients. They're going to sniff out that BS, right? They're going to be like, dude, wait a second. Your portfolio was incredible. And now that we started working together, this sucks. So you don't want to be in that position. Instead, though, what you want to do is steal from successful people. All right, you want to be Robin Hood. And what I mean by that is you're going to be stealing, like I said, their script writing, content trends, and editing styles. Right? And what we're going to do by stealing those things is we're going to create an MPB, which is male pattern baldness. Not really. It's mini personal brand, okay? We're going to create a mini personal brand, and we're going to have 3 pieces of content. Whatever platform you want to use depends on the outreach methods that you decide to do. You know, whether it's like LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, Facebook, whatever you want to do, just make sure the personal brand, and if you're doing all of them, then make sure all of your content is on those pages. So wherever you're doing outreach, make sure you're creating the mini personal brand. And the 3 pieces of content should follow the same exact style of script writing, the content trends, the editing styles of the successful people in your target niche. Like the type of clients you're trying to get. If you're going for gym owners, then you better be making content in your mini personal brand that the most successful either fitness influencers or fitness coaches, or I don't know if there's like gym entrepreneur influencers like Alex Hormozi was, you better be copying that. And that's just going to straight up just showcase, wait, okay, cool. So Akash reached out to me. Let me check out who this person is who's just messaging me out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, okay, wait a second. So his content looks similar to some of the content that I watch and some of the content that people in my community, in my niche watch. That is the goal right there, okay? Next thing we want to do here is steal credibility. I have to move this a little bit closer. All right, so we're going to steal credibility. This blue thing is getting annoying, man. How do I, there you go. Okay, so we can have some blue and we can have some of the whiteboard as well. So we're going to steal credibility, and we do this by doing some free work. Should I move this even closer? I'm doing this off the cuff, guys. I'm doing this off the cuff. Just pretend this is not here, by the way. Okay, so we're going to steal credibility, and the way that we steal credibility is free work plus high-profile clients. And when I say high-profile clients, I don't mean you need celebrity clients. I don't mean that you need millions of followers, or you need clients with millions of followers. What I mean is you just need to be like one step ahead, and then you kind of leverage that success. So high-profile clients depends on where you're currently at in your content agency journey. If you are just starting off, then someone with 10K followers is a high-profile client. At least you should treat them as such, because that gives you credibility. You're stealing their credibility, okay? If you can land them as a client, you can be like, yo, I'm working with this guy who has 10K followers. So if you want 10K followers, or if, you know, even if you're someone who has more followers than that, you have proof at least that I've worked with people who are legitimate and who have this type of following. I know how to work with people, right? Just gives you that credibility. So it's one step ahead, and you want to leverage your success. So after 10K, look for someone who has 30K. And then after that, look for someone who has 100K followers and then 1 million followers. And you don't have to do it in that order, okay? I actually made a really big jump. I went from, and this is an example, right? So I had a client, call him JS. I got him his first 1 million viewed video. And at the time, I think he had 20K to 50K followers, maybe somewhere around there. And before then, I was just working with anyone. I was working with anyone, people who had no followers at all. People were like, hey, I need someone to help me launch my social media, right? And so after working with JS, I almost said his name right there. After working with JS, it was way easier for me to land clients. I actually do have a celebrity client right now. I have clients with millions of followers. And the reason that they trusted me was because I could say in my portfolio, I worked with JS, and peep this, I got him his first 1 million viewed video. And a lot of his other videos that I edited for him, it was short form content for him, it was, they were the highest performing videos. So I could say, and I was trying really, really hard on these videos and on these edits. And also I was working for very cheap. I think I was getting paid $25 per short form content. And these were complex edits that I was doing, bro. I was like breaking down every single little second of the video, and I was trying to see like what cuts are the funniest or what cuts are the most engaging, just what's going to get attention, what's going to perform well on social media. I was really trying hard there. I was cooking in the stew. And yeah, speaking of free work, I was doing it for 25 bucks. I think hourly it came out to like $7, $8 an hour. I mean, these clips took me, like 3-4 hours to make. And it was a lot of work, but I didn't have any clients. I didn't have any clients before that, and I had to really like prove myself as a solid social media person, as a solid video editor, and someone who understands how to actually grow on social media. Now also, speaking of free work, you have to keep in mind that I created, before I got this client too, not only was I working with people who had, and this is like, I was barely getting clients. It was very, very sporadic. But not only was I working with people every once in a while who just needed help launching their social media and didn't know what they were doing and were starting from zero, but I also created dozens of free video edits before this. Dozens. I'll talk about it more in my outreach and the trust kind of section when I get into outreach. I guess it's right here actually. But what I would do is, I'm going to go over that. over here. Okay, it'll make more sense when I go over that there. I created dozens of free edits before this. Okay, so what I did was I used Instagram and I used Upwork. Now, the good thing about Instagram is it's targeted. So I know for a fact that there are a list of, you can lead source and eventually you'll find a list of maybe like 100 to 200 people you want to reach out to. And I can see, okay, these 100 to 200 people, they are the ideal clients. However, it is cold outreach, right? So you're doing cold outreach. And part of the cold outreach was making free videos for these people. And when I made the free videos, what I would have is credibility, because I could say, and this is how I landed this client right here, JS. How I landed him was, yo, JS, I've made similar clients. I didn't say clients. I think I said people. I said like, I've made similar people in your niche videos. I've edited their videos. Check this folder out. And I sent him a folder, a Google Drive folder filled with short form content from a bunch of people that I was editing for free as I was reaching out to them. And then he checked it out and he was like, oh, wow, this is a pretty dope folder, man. Yeah, let's give it a shot. I'll give you $25 per clip. So that's how that happened. But yeah, it is cold outreach. And the reason I have Upwork starred here is because, although you are limited because you have to depend on the available clients and the available project posts that people put online, every day there's only going to be a certain amount of projects that you can apply to. And not only that, but they're not targeted. So it's not like I can go for people who are celebrities and be like, on Instagram, you can reach out to celebrities. Well, if their DMs are open, you can. Most of them probably can't reach out to them, right? But theoretically, let's just say, you know exactly who you're reaching out to. On Upwork, it's not that certain. Okay, you're depending on the available clients, on the available project for the day. However, the reason I have this star right here is because it is the easiest sales ever. Like, there's no convincing that you need to do, pretty much. And there's also some inbound leads, which is really nice. And then there's no sales that you need to do. You don't need to really follow a script. You don't need to do any of that stuff. I really hated sales. I wrote here, I hate sales. I hated sales. Right now I'm getting better at it, more comfortable at it because I have confidence in my service delivery. So it's way easier to do sales when you're confident in your service delivery and ability to work with clients. But it's so easy. Sometimes you don't even need to get on sales calls. There are so many clients that I have where I just close the deal through messaging them. That's it. And also, I put a star here because on Upwork, all of the clients I have right now, the 17K a month, that is all Upwork clients. Not all of them are on the platform now. I've been working with some of them for a long time, so you can kind of take them off the platform and save that 10% fee that Upwork usually takes. Back then it was actually 20%, believe it or not, for like the first, I think $500 or $1,000, so that was a pain. But yeah, so I have a lot of love for Upwork, and that's why I talk about it a lot. But free equals trust. And I say that because this is a good transition to talk about trust and why doing free stuff and doing free work builds trust and really makes it way easier to close clients and actually predictably and confidently get clients. So let's move on to the trust section. Okay. So we are at trust right here. Now, the reason I have this here, FW, is trust is built in my experience off of free work. Okay. See if I could move this a little bit better. I need to get a better setup for these types of videos. I don't know if I'll do another one though. This took a while to make this whiteboard, even though it looks really simple. Okay. But you need to do free work. That's just how it is, man. Until you have an incredible portfolio, incredible client testimonials, you have a really solid like service delivery, and you're pretty much like an established individual with connections in your industry, you need to do free work. And even then, you probably need to do some free work. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you like how to be efficient with it though. I'm going to go through all that. So free work, I put a check here because you want to do the free work up front. That's what I was talking about down here when I was saying I created dozens of free video edits before I landed this client right here, where I helped him get a 1 million viewed video, and then I ended up getting a celebrity client after that, and then after that it was way easier, right? Just it gets easier and easier as you build your portfolio and you actually get success for your clients. So I had to make all these videos. I was reaching out to people on Instagram, even on Upwork when I was applying to gigs. I was like, man, Yeah, Upwork, here's the thing though, like sometimes you don't have enough information to actually edit the videos for them. So that's why, having targeted people is a lot easier. On Instagram, what I would do is I would just find all of these business owners who made short form content that had no editing. It was raw. And then I would just edit it with captions. At the time, it was like the Alex Ramosi style captions with the emojis and like the colorful text that was really popping off. So I would just kind of copy that style and be like, hey, here's a free video for you up front, right? I was not baiting them right here. It's supposed to be a fishing line and it's supposed to be like on a hook, okay? Because you're baiting them. You're using it as bait. Like, hey, what's up, John? If you want, I can make you a free video. No, it's not what I did. I said, what's up, John? Here's a free video. I edited for you in Alex Ramosi style. I edited for you in the same style as the highest performing content in your industry. And most people don't care. That's just a fact. But you don't need most people. You only need a few clients. You need a handful of clients to build your portfolio and eventually start getting paid and eventually get to that 10K a month mark. Now, why is this effective? It's effective because, first of all, people respect you. They're like, oh, damn, this dude just made me a free video. Door-to-door salesmen, okay? They're annoying. Imagine, though, instead, every single door-to-door salesman gave you a gift. Like, yo, thanks for opening the door. Here's some candy. Sounds really sus. Getting candy from strangers. I don't know. Here's some candy. Here's something that's like, that you like, I guess. Something that could be useful to you, right? Like the videos were useful to them. I said, just post it. I didn't put any watermarks on it. I didn't hold it hostage. I didn't do anything. I just said, dude, just post it and see how it works, man. Or don't post it. And if you don't want to post it because it's not for you, then if you can recommend me someone who you think would benefit from this style, I'm more than happy to give you a commission of what they pay me. So I was really trying to work those leads, dude. So they respect you. That's the number one thing. Another thing is after the respect, though, they analyze your skills. Okay. Now you have to be good at what you do. And this is where it comes in the stealing, right? So we steal, we did the market research, and we understand the demand of what is popular in that industry. So they analyze it and they're like, oh, wow, yeah, this guy, the content that he's making right now, it is exactly the same as high performing and viral content that I watch or other people in my niche, in my community watch. So that's why you have to be kind of good at what you do here. If not, then you can always hire a VA, you can always hire someone else, but it's going to you're digging into the profit margins there and you're kind of putting up an upfront investment. You just have to understand that and it can definitely work. But look, video editing is relatively easy, okay? So is like most content agency service deliverables, they're quite easy, which is why it's such a beginner-friendly business model to get to that 10K a month mark. Especially with all this AI and all these softwares, it just gets easier and easier and easier. Really just depends on your ability to stay consistent, to keep pushing, to try and get good results and follow this process. Okay, so here's a real example of this. This actually just happened yesterday. So I got an inbound lead from Upwork. Inbound lead was a multi-seven-figure entrepreneur. This is what I call a hot lead because everything was aligned here, okay? His niche is aligned with the target niche that I have. The service he was asking for is the exact same service that I have been trying to lean in towards. And my portfolio coincidentally had the same exact niched client beforehand. So when he reached out to me, what I sent him was I actually worked extra hours that day because I wanted to give him a full content strategy audit. I was like, dude, this is the game plan. That it's so thorough that he can just take it and implement it himself if he wanted to. Or he could just hire another VA and be like, hey, I got this game plan for free. I mean, this guy seems legit. Just do what he says, right? He could do that if he wanted to. And I also give him 3 content scripts fully written out. And what is the result after that? The result is, I'll put up a little screenshot here of what he said, but he was really excited and he booked a meeting with me and we're going to talk about potentially working together. I put client ? Here because I don't know yet if he will be a client, but it just goes to show this is way better than doing cold outreach and people being like, bro, who are you? Like, why am I talking to you? Like, what's going on? And they start grilling you because it's all cold. They don't trust you, right? Like, for example, I got on one meeting when I was trying to do Facebook ads years and years and years ago. And bro, this guy was just grilling me. I was so nervous. I was stuttering. I was sweating. I was running out of breath. I was like, like, yeah, this is what we do. Oh God, it's terrible. Even cold calling too. Cold calling is terrible. Both of those things work though. Everything works. Okay, it just depends like on your personality and what you're comfortable with. I just think this is the easiest thing for beginners. Okay. Now, how do you be efficient with this? Because doing free work is a lot of work, and you're doing it for free. So it's not exactly the most fun thing. You're not getting paid for it. It can take a lot of time as well, which is pretty annoying. And in my scenario, I got the inbound lead, so he was already kind of interested in working with me. He kind of already checked my portfolio out and my profile on Upwork there, which is another reason I love Upwork. Is because you have a personal brand on Upwork. In the beginning, you want to take some cheaper jobs to get those reviews quick. But soon you can get these like higher ticket people. Like for example, like the celebrity. The other clients that I have like a few clients that pay me a premium and pay me majority of how much I make. Like majority of the 17K a month only comes from like the top 3 clients that I work with, and then I have like smaller clients sprinkled here and there. But how do you be efficient? Okay, so what you want to do here is you want to do semi-templated deliverables. So let's say you're writing a script. If you're targeting gym owners, you can pretty much send them the same script up front, and all you got to do is change up some of the wording, change up so it's customized to them, right? Change up some of the structure. I won't get too specific. I can just talk about it forever. Same with like content trends. It's the same exact thing. Editing styles, same exact thing. If you want to give them a video up front, a short form video up front, you literally can just take their video and apply the same effects, copy and paste the same effects that you've done for other prospects in that niche. With the video editing, it's a little bit more difficult though, because if you're going to add captions, then obviously the captions you can't just copy and paste from another video. You got to type that out manually. But still, it shouldn't take you more than, and you don't even have to do the whole entire video either. You can just do like a little portion of the video, a little teaser for them, or just a shorter clip. But yeah, I mean, it shouldn't really take any more than like 30 minutes, which seems like a long time, and it is, but it's just kind of what works. And depending on the deliverables and depending on how you want to do this, you can probably make it fast in that too. But I did that. I was just like, let me pump out these short form content, just send it out, okay? Another thing you can leverage is softwares, all right? Another thing you can leverage is labor arbitrage. So it's like, bro, get a part-time job, and with that part-time job, you working like 10 hours a week, you can afford to pay a VA to work 40 hours per week because the US dollar is very, 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 very strong. It's very, very powerful, right? So that's another thing you can do. Like go drive for DoorDash, go drive Uber, go get a pizza delivery job. Do what you got to do. And then that way you can hire a VA to actually do all this for you. So the VA, let's say it takes 30 minutes per video to make, right? That means every single week the VA could be pumping out every single day the VA could be pumping out, if they work like 8-hour shifts, they could be pumping out 16 videos a day. 16 times 5 is going to be whatever it is. And that's how many you can have per week. What is 16 times 5? That's going to be 15. That's 60, 75. So it's like between 75 and 80, right? So around 75 and 80 unique personalized pieces of outreach per week. Bro, if you keep that consistent, you're going to get a client. I mean, there's just no way you're not going to get a client. And then you kind of build your way up. Now, I recommend Upwork for beginners, okay? Like Code Outreach, go ahead and try that out. If you can do the free upfront deliverables for free, go ahead. Upwork does cost money for the connects, but I highly, highly recommend it. It is just so easy to get clients, and the competition there really is not much of a competition. Like it's very, very easy. Now, wait, you might be thinking, wait, I got to work hard? Wait, hold up. I have to invest money? You don't have to invest the money, but like I might need to invest money. I might consider investing money by working a part-time job and hiring a VA. I have to be consistent. No free money? What? Huh? How, like what? Yeah, duh, bro. Come on, man. Think about it this way, okay? Best case scenario here is you attain location freedom. You get to delegate and automate everything. So that's pretty much like a semi-passive income stream, which eventually you could achieve. And eventually, if you really take it this far, this is like most people are not going to be able to do this, but if you take it this far and you take it really seriously, you could sell your agency for millions. If you work for a business, can you sell your career for millions? No, dude, you cannot. But you do have the possibility here. And in the worst case scenario, what's going to happen is you're going to learn an extremely valuable set of skills. if you take this seriously, and instead of just trying to get clients and get clients and get clients and that's all you focus on, if instead, like, most content agency owners are actually pretty good at the service delivery part. It's like getting clients that's difficult, because I feel like most content agency people are probably more on the artistic side of things, or maybe autistic side of things. Could be, ain't nothing wrong with that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, most people are probably more into the arts and more into editing or script writing and stuff. And so the client acquisition is going to be more difficult. Maybe the team management side of things are going to be difficult. Either way, though, you're going to be forced to learn the whole process. So you're going to be a killer project manager. You're going to be a killer just person who knows how to grow a business, right? So, like, worst case scenario, you know how to grow a business. You know how to make a business money. And then you can land a 6-figure job. That's like worst case scenario. If you really suck at everything, then I guess you are SOL, unfortunately, but that's just kind of the way the game goes. If you're watching this video, you're probably not in that bucket though, because you're watching someone with like barely 1,000 subscribers and you're trying to find some real information instead of all the fake stuff online, all the fake guru stuff, the people who don't actually run the business or are just preaching stuff, right? And so that's what it is. So if you guys need help with this, look, you can join my free group, Agency Go. I have a hat so you know it's legit. I do free weekly live calls. I have a course in there as well. Saturdays, I usually do the live calls. I answer questions. I help you with this entire process. I already have a handful of people in there that are making a full-time income with their content agency using the strategies that I've helped them with. And it's a good time, man. So maybe I'll see you in there. Hopefully this helped you, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.